Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025, and we are kind of wet looking outside today. Yeah, it's kind of drizzling and coming down here now. Anyway, so today is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat, and welcome to the chat. I guess it's just me chatting, but anyway, the normal goings on and rambling. Anyway, yeah, today's kind of wet. The week ahead is going to be kind of the same, I guess. So we're slowly progressing into spring, but it's slowly. Yeah, still got a wee little tiny bit of snow in the woods there. If you can see it or not, I get my finger up here, right there. Oops, something happened there. The focus went so. Yeah, right above my finger there, you can see the little white dot. There's what's left of the snow. Anyway, so we'll get on with it here, and we'll go have a look at the weather. So we have it's 4 degrees Celsius, and that would be 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So then we have northeast winds at 9 miles an hour, which would be 15 kilometers an hour. So not too windy out, that's a good thing. Today is supposed to get up to 5 degrees Celsius with rain and drizzle. Tomorrow was 3 degrees with a chance of showers. I think we're saying snow and flurries for Monday day and Monday night. So that's gone, so that's good. And Tuesday, sort of a reasonable day, sunny and 6 degrees. Wednesday is rain and 6 degrees. And Thursday is cloudy and 6 degrees. And Friday is mix of sun and cloud, 8 degrees. And Saturday is 8 degrees and rain. So better than snow, but not really a great week. Anyway, it'll come eventually, I guess. But April 13th. Yeah, well, I got a picture to show you here. Yeah, I know, it's kind of like home movies. We don't really, we really don't like that, do we? Yeah, right there. Get the glare of the picture now here somehow. Yeah, there's what I was starting to do 2 years ago today. That's a great big white birch tree that got blown over by Hurricane Fiona in late September of 2022. That was a big tree. That was probably 21 to 22 inches at the base, I think. And it was a good, healthy tree. All the tops were good. And when white birch starts to die and go, the top branches start to go bad and rot and whatever. But this tree was in perfect shape, and Fiona just blew it over. The root, it pulled up the whole root right out of the ground. So anyway, there's what I was starting 2 years ago. Today. Saw that up. Yes, sirree. Anyway, we got a few more pictures here for you. After a while, I think. Okay, so we'll see what's what here. I haven't really got the garage warmed up yet, so fire's going and the lanterns are going, but it's not warmed up quite yet. So we're going to get warmed up first before we get going on here too much. All right, I'll get back to you in a little bit. Well, there you go. Some days it just makes you wonder. I did the whole chat. The first clip was all right, but the next two clips, probably over half an hour, no sound. So I'm gonna give you the revised version now with sound, hopefully. And I took the remote microphones out. Those things, I don't know about them. Kind of too bad that it's quits and you don't see you quit, so there you are. Anyhow, so I wanted to show you Logger John's channel here.
This video is brought to you by Big J's Beans, the Logger's Choice.
So if you like chainsaws and cutting wood down and cutting wood up and splitting wood and antique tractors, this is the channel for you. He's always out in the woods in the wintertime, cutting up wood. And I don't know if he sells wood or not, John. He burns it, but he cuts down a lot of trees. And John is at 977 subscribers. So it'd be kind of nice to get John up a few on that and get him closer to the 1,000. If you could drop by his channel and subscribe, that'd be, I'm sure he'd enjoy that. So anyway, I think every Sunday he has a video out. So I'm going to move you ahead here a little bit just to show you. I want to show you the tractor. Lovely, lovely tractor. Well, I'd love to have it. Massey Ferguson 50. Early 60s tractor. This is what he hauls the trees out. Once he gets them limbed off and cut up to what he wants, hooks onto them and away he goes with them. Lovely sounding tractor. I love the sound of the gears and the tone of the exhaust. Yep. Anyway, that's the kind of thing you're interested in. It might be a good place for you to go and have a look and subscribe anyway and help him out there with that. All right, so I don't know what else I did that I did and I lost now. So anyway, what else did I do? Oh yes, I'll show you this down here, I guess. These are the points I fixed up. And I like these rods. I kind of think I might try them on something else sometime. The fellow that set me up with all this stuff said to use that type of rod because of these dissimilar metals. This and this are not the same metal. So I don't know, it would work just as well on if the metal was all that too, probably, or all this. I would say it'll work just as good. But yeah, it worked nice. So I did find my new points. I was mentioning that I couldn't find them, but they're on the plow over at my son's place. So the distance from here across to here on this one is 7 5/8. On the new one, it's 8 inches. So that's how much is wore off. Yeah. They certainly wear. Yeah, what else was I doing? I can't remember now what I did, I guess so. I had a couple of pictures, I guess, of the home movies here, or home pictures time. Yeah, that's the picture of the wood over at my son's place that we got to cut up. 16 cords there. If you have any extra time, come along and let me know when you're coming. Oh dear. Anyway, I went over with the Red Max G53 saw yesterday on purpose to cut up some stuff that was here, which is that little pile that's there. So we didn't really do a whole lot, but I wanted to get that stuff out of the way because over here, it's not in the picture, but right there, that's the pile of stuff that we want to get rid of. And the container is coming long weekend in May. So I wanted to have room here to get around and get to the pile. So anyway, the G5300 worked great. It's a good saw, that one. That's the only good saw I got. Anyway, there's our pile of wood. What else have we got here? I switched that while you're watching, but there could be pictures there that you may not want to see, or you may want to see. Anyway, there's the plow with the new point on it. And that's the plow point, the new one. You can see how it comes along and then dips down here a little bit. That right in that area is called the suck, and that's what makes the plow kind of shaped like that. I'm exaggerating a bit, but when it's going along, it's kind of sealed there because it wants to pull the plow down. And there's the picture of it there on the plow. And another picture. Anyway, you can see the square front on these. So what I did when I welded them other ones on, I made them angled, and at the time I never gave it any thought. I always thought that they were angled, but I guess they are not by the look of that. Or I should say I knew that, but anyway, I kind of like the idea of it angled because it'll cut easier. That's my thought. It took me a while to get the garage warmed up, but she's warmed up now. And we have the lanterns going and all. I showed all this stuff in my other video. Chuckles. No sound. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. All right, so what else we got to do here? We've got some YouTube friends reminders here, I guess you'd call them, or their products, or Kenny, open their adventure. I have Gator's World. We have Rick's Outdoors. And K&L Firewood. Great channels to go and watch. All firewood related except for Gators. Gator, he does a little bit, but not like what the other ones do. So, all right, I guess I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm doing now because I've lost everything. I might as well do the stickers, I guess. Oh dear. Anyway, at least we got our studio light on today. High-tech stuff here at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. Yes, sir. High-tech stuff. All right, so I mentioned Logger John. I don't know if Logger John has stickers or not. I don't know if he does that. Anyway. And there's a few other videos that I watch that I don't know if they do the sticker thing or not either. Anyway, so we'll get started here. Grampy's workshop. He did his last snow plowing the other day. Hopefully we don't have any more of that, Mike. Hopefully that's the end of it. No videos from Luke, so not sure what Lee was doing, but I think he had a video out, but I can't remember. Something bad for remembering. Anyway, he's got a great channel there, so if you're into small engines of any kind, that's what he's into. He likes fixing them and finding them, and he buys them and fixes them and sells them and all that kind of stuff. Then we have Len's keeping busy. Garden Tractor Boy is at his 3 Ride-O-Matics project again. I didn't get to see that yet. In the backyard with Dell. Dell was down at the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. He has a video out on that. Boda Bob. Haven't heard nothing from Boda Bob. Used to comment on my videos and have a few videos out, but I haven't heard a word from him the last number of months. So then we have TBL, Mr. Gary, Kenny, Open Air Adventure. He was out in his ATV with his trailer and chainsaw, and Kenny loves the woods. There's quite a few people that do like that, you know, and I am one of them, but although I don't do it anymore, but get out in the woods and cut up the old trees and take them out and take them home and split them and use them for meat. Yeah, that's a good video. Well, we had a couple of shout-outs there too the other day, and I think one of them was Robert Little's in my busy little shop. Dave, RCAF Polar Express, he had a video today on his backhoe that he puts on his Mahindra tractor, and had the must-haves for a backhoe. If you own a backhoe, you should go and have a look at that video, and Dave will give you the ideas as to what are the must-haves. So, yeah, good video. Maintenance with Mike, he made himself a topsoil screener. So he can use his Kubota tractor to take the ground over and dump it on top of the screener, and that's the big pieces go to the back, and the small pieces go down through the screener. So good idea there. Lewis Mowers and Boats. I don't know if he had a video out or not, but I've chatted a couple of times this week with Brock. Retired for life, Brian. Rick's outdoors. Donita has gone away for the week, so Rick is left home with Rosie, so they're going to continue at the pine straw. An awfully busy time with the pine straw, I guess, and grass cutting. And this fella here, well, you just don't know what's going on there. Does videos and then has no sound. Oh dear. And Rick at Twin Brook Acres, and then Craig at Everyday Projects. Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. Artie's having some trouble with this machine right here. Well, he had a leak in his gas tank, that's right. I think he's got that fixed up now. In my busy little shop, this is Robert Little, and what he does is he's an expert leather maker, or worker, or designer, or whatever you want to call him. He can do magic with leather, that's for sure. And very, very good at restoring old tools. It's nice, I like watching that. Logfather, Jeff is waiting for the weight restrictions to come off the roads in Nova Scotia, so he can get a load of wood. Once you have the weight restrictions on, the big trucks are only allowed to carry so much weight, and in some cases they just can't do that. So I don't think I saw a video from Allen Family Firewood this week. Big Sons, he's always cutting grass, busy, busy, busy. Cod Raven, there's another fellow that loves being out in the woods. Did a good video there today, out there with his ATV and his little trailer, and hauling firewood and the logs home. He's bringing logs home because he's apparently has bought a mill and he wants to mill up his own wood. So I'm kind of looking forward to those videos because I like watching that. I'd love to have a mill, but I don't know what I'd ever do with all the stuff or where I'd ever get the logs to use it. But anyway, I do like milling, or I do like watching it anyway, I guess. So Tucker and I out and about, and outdoors in the 608. Larry Cluck's outdoors, Ross on the land, Club Dora. Club Dora Al. I seen him in one of the videos from the Firewood, or the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. I forget whose video it was. Might have been Dell. Might have been Dell's video that I saw Al in. K&L Firewood, yeah, they had that Hoosier Firewood Hysteria there last week, I guess, and it rained on badly on Saturday, but holy cats, the wood that they split up and put into the buildings. And half of the wood is still out of the buildings. Holy jumpers, of some pile of wood. Should be some more videos coming up on that. There's other videos probably that I don't see, but I have seen a couple already that I'm sure there's lots of videos on that. Gator's World. Gator was getting into the spring mode, taking the lawnmower out and putting the snow machine away. Yep. John, the Bradleys in Catbird Hill, he was showing some of his property there the other day of how things used to be. Father and son outdoors. And then we have Tractor Talk with Gary. Gary's always at the auctions, it seems. And all kinds of stuff for sale down his way. Big stuff, all in good shape. And then we have the Gary approved tractor smoke out the exhaust here. Rusty Wrench Restorations. Steve, great channel there. His newest project is he's got a Cub Cadet 72, which was made between 67 and 69. And he's going to take the engine out of it and put in a diesel 2-cylinder Kubota lawn tractor engine. So he was out the other day in this video and picked up the engine out of the tractor. That was, I guess the engine was for sale, so. Yeah, took the engine out, took all the wiring and dash components, took the radiator, took whatever else he seemed to think he needed to make it run. So that's going to be a video coming up of him getting that into the Cub Cadet and getting that running. So dandy channel there. Of course, he's got plowing videos and restoration videos and all kinds of little things going on there. And thanks, Steve, for all the extra support on my channel. And saying that, I want to say thanks very much, subscribers, for subscribing, new ones. And also, we do not want to forget the subscribers that have been subscribed. We always got to give them a big shout out too. Thanks for having subscribed, and I'm glad that you're still here for me. And I hope that you enjoy the videos, new and old subscribers. All right, I guess that's going to be it. I kind of got off track here today with doing my video and then realizing there was no sound on it. Holy cats. Anyway, I'm sure I forgot something that I had in the video that I forgot to put into this video. So anyway, enough rambling and going on foolish, I guess. So have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. And we'll be chatting at some point.